loans protects. You know who that is?
The mafia accountant.
Watch your head.
They're leaving the facility.
A SWAT team raids the main headquarters of a powerful drug cartel. The moment they breach the compound, a brutal gunfight erupts. Bullets fly in every direction, and people on both sides are killed. Eventually, the SWAT team secures the building. While searching the property, they open a large shipping container belonging to the cartel. To their shock, they find a gigantic man with a massive scorpion tattoo across his back. The SWAT team immediately takes him into custody. Meanwhile, a notorious crime boss named Lars is relaxing aboard his private jet when he receives a call from an unknown person. The caller informs him that Diego has failed his mission and that Scorpion has been captured. Lars is stunned. The mysterious voice demands $50 million to return him. Lars immediately turns to Nicholas, a highly skilled hacker. He explains that Scorpion is now being held in a top-secret maximum security prison. He orders Nicholas to find him, warning that things will become much worse if they do not solve this problem quickly. At the prison, investigators discover something strange. They cannot find a single piece of information about Scorpion. His identity has been completely erased from every system. A female detective then interrogates Diego. He refuses to talk. As the detective keeps pressuring him, he becomes furious. He screams that Scorpion is going to kill every one of them. Then, in a horrifying act, Diego repeatedly smashes his head against the steel interrogation table until he dies. The message is impossible to ignore. Whatever Scorpion is, Diego fears him more than death itself. Everyone in the room is horrified. What kind of man could inspire that level of terror? Later, a SWAT officer named Travis visits Scorpion in his cell. Scorpion tells him they are running out of time. He warns Travis that 2 men will arrive shortly claiming to be FBI agents, but in reality, they are imposters sent to kidnap him. Exactly as predicted, 2 men arrive minutes later. But how could he possibly know they were coming? The men carry badges, credentials, and answers for everything. They look completely legitimate. However, when Travis begins asking questions that are clearly not part of their prepared story, their cover starts to crack. Eventually, they demand custody of Scorpion. Travis grows even more suspicious and presses them for answers. They refuse, claiming the information is classified. When Travis demands Scorpion's real name, they remain silent and insist he hand the prisoner over. The moment Travis refuses, they attack. Travis manages to kill one of them, but the second almost overpowers him. Fortunately, SWAT backup arrives just in time. Travis survives, but one question keeps bothering him. Scorpion did not guess those men were coming. He knew. Every detail had been correct. How could a prisoner locked inside a cell know more about the attack than the people assigned to protect him? Scorpion was right. Travis does not want to admit it, but he cannot ignore it. When Travis returns to Scorpion's cell, he finds it empty. Suddenly, Scorpion attacks him from behind. A vicious fight breaks out, and it quickly becomes obvious that Scorpion is the superior fighter. He disarms Travis, but instead of shooting him, hands the gun back. Scorpion tells him that if they want to survive, they need to start trusting each other. For the first time, Travis wonders whether Scorpion is actually trying to protect them. If he wanted Travis dead, he could have let the fake FBI agents finish the job. He could have ended this fight in his own favor. So whose side is Scorpion really on? Once things calm down, Scorpion is locked back in his cell. Travis asks about the fake FBI agents. Scorpion tells him that attack was nothing compared to what is still coming. In his eyes, it was not even the real attack. It was merely a preview of what lies ahead. He reveals that he once served in the Special Forces before becoming a covert operative. He possesses classified information worth billions of dollars, which is why criminal organizations across the globe are hunting him. Scorpion urges Travis to move him to another location in order to protect everyone inside the building. He finally admits the truth. These officers are paying the price for a war that has nothing to do with them, and he is not willing to let innocent people die because of his past. Outside, Lars watches the building. He has hired a team of professional killers to retrieve Scorpion. Travis decides to move the prisoner to a safe house. As they leave the building, a sniper takes aim. Scorpion shouts for Travis to duck. Just in time, Travis hates the fact that a prisoner has just saved his life. But without that warning, the sniper's bullet would have gone straight through his head. Once again, Scorpion has saved him. Who is this man, really? One thing is becoming clear to Travis. The people hunting Scorpion are far more dangerous than Scorpion himself. Lars's men attack the transport vehicle in an attempt to kidnap Scorpion. A massive fight breaks out, but Scorpion fights back and defeats them. Moments later, even more armed criminals arrive and open fire on both Scorpion and the SWAT team.
Everyone inside!
The officers retreat to headquarters and seal the building. Lars orders Nicholas to hack into the facility's computer system. Nicholas succeeds and shuts down the power. The building technician informs the team that they are now completely cut off from the outside world. Scorpion explains that this is a classic tactic used by professional criminal organizations before launching a final assault. At this point, Travis is forced to admit something he desperately wants to deny. Every warning Scorpion has given has come true. And if he is right again, the worst part of the attack has not even begun. Every prediction has been accurate. With each one, Travis finds himself trusting the prisoner more than some of the people wearing the same uniform. Scorpion has had countless opportunities to escape. He could have abandoned the team. Instead, he keeps helping them. Those thoughts refuse to leave Travis alone. Suddenly, Lars calls headquarters. He tells Travis to put him on speaker so everyone can hear. Lars makes one thing perfectly clear: Scorpion belongs to him, and anyone who stands in his way is signing their own death warrant. He promises that if they hand Scorpion over, the attack will stop and everyone will survive. If they refuse, everyone inside the building will die. Lars also warns the SWAT team that Scorpion is a dangerous liar responsible for terrorism and the destruction of entire countries. In response, Scorpion offers to surrender in 10 minutes if Lars guarantees the safety of the SWAT team. Lars agrees. But is Lars telling the truth about Scorpion, or is this just another manipulation? During those 10 minutes, the team devises a trap. They plan to open the rear entrance to lure Lars's men inside, while simultaneously calling for backup. They also disguise another man to look exactly like Scorpion. However, Scorpion warns Travis that there may be a traitor among them, feeding information to Lars. The problem is that everyone inside the building appears completely loyal. Outside, Lars's men wait for the signal. When the rear door opens, Lars orders them to move in. Suddenly, he spots a flashlight signal coming from inside the building. The signal is from a traitor. Realizing he is walking into a trap, Lars orders his men to retreat.
Elson shut down the rear shield, so I'm on it.
We saw this flashing light at the third floor window, and she just bolted.
Where are you going?
And find the big guy.
Inside, a man named Ward approaches a captured gang member. Ward frees him and tells him to inform Lars that he is willing to hand over Scorpion in exchange for $50 million. Ward is the traitor, but the criminal immediately betrays Ward and shoots him dead. Detective Ellen arrives, fights the criminal, and kills him. Ellen appears completely devoted to the mission. That is exactly why nobody considers her a suspect. Even though all the evidence points to the traitor being exposed, Scorpion is not convinced they have found the real leak. Lars becomes furious, breaks the agreement, and orders his men to kill everyone inside the building, including Scorpion. The gang storms the headquarters, and a massive firefight erupts. During the battle, a female SWAT officer is critically wounded. She tells her team to run because she is wearing an explosive vest. When the attackers surround her, she detonates herself and takes them with her. At the same time, Ellen fights Lars' personal bodyguard. But Lars sneaks up behind her, strikes her, and knocks her unconscious. The remaining SWAT officers attempt to escape, but run straight into the gang. Scorpion orders everyone to get down. He grabs a weapon, eliminates the attackers, and saves the team. As Travis and Scorpion make sure the immediate danger is over, Scorpion warns him that Lars always keeps additional men in reserve. At that exact moment, Lars and his bodyguard appear. The bodyguard attacks Travis while Lars takes on Scorpion. A brutal final battle begins. After a long fight, Travis manages to throw the bodyguard off the roof, killing her. At the same time, Scorpion overpowers Lars, beats him savagely, and kills him. Travis checks on Ellen and tells her the gang has been defeated. Tired of running from criminals, Scorpion pulls out a fake tooth. Hidden inside is an extremely dangerous data chip containing classified information. Travis assumes that after everything Scorpion has endured, he would protect the chip with his life if necessary. Instead, Scorpion gives it away, surprisingly easily. He hands it to Travis. For the first time all day, Scorpion looks completely relaxed, maybe even unsettlingly relaxed. The war over the chip finally seems finished. At least, that's what everyone believes. Suddenly, Ellen shoots Scorpion and steals the chip. The truth is finally revealed. Ellen has been the real traitor all along. She was the one feeding information to Lars. Travis chases her down, fights her, and ultimately arrests her.